what kind of craziness do I have today? Well, this. Picked it up locally. Lights in a box. But they dance to music. If you ever saw old jukeboxes or fell into the old disco craze or dance music craze, lights would flash to the music and the beat, and there'd be different colors depending on what kind of electronics there were. Lower beats were one color, higher frequencies were another color, but sometimes they just bounced to music when they sensed it, and you never really knew. So I saw this, and I couldn't resist because I'm an easy mark, I guess. But um, definitely an old plug and an old switch here, and I'll show you the branding here on the back is completely gone, but there's a little label here that says SoundLite by Maytronics, and sounds very hollow. But let's see what if it does anything. Excuse me, my little Taco Bell chihuahuas. Well, let's plug it in, turn it on, and see if it does anything. I did see it plugged in when I picked it up. I did see some lights on it. This switch seems to be a little iffy. Here we go. And you'll see a light. There's a blue and a red, and there's kind of a yellow, I think. I think there should be more lights in there than that. You can see it in there. And if I hit the table, there you go. You can definitely see yellow and red. The blue just seems to be on. So again, it should dance to music. If you look around back, how is it sensing the music? It's sensing the music through, I guess there's a microphone hiding in here. And again, missing label there, there's a label here, but it's just white now. I can't expect there's too much to this one. These wonderful things were called light organs, or, this was the RGB lights of the 80s and 70s. Now we have apps for everything, but before it was just dancing lights. Ooh, got a little broken corner there. And again, SoundLite by Maytronics is the only branding I've got. And yeah, that switch is kind of not wanting to switch, so gotta kind of fidget around with it a little bit. Fidget with it, and it kind of turn itself off. Let's make good contact right now. But off it goes. Let's take the back off, see what's going on, and see why, or see what. I don't know why. I just know what. Let's take this off and see what's going on behind it. Because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But another puzzle to figure out and maybe fix. Okay, you are unplugged. Yes, you are unplugged. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing those hold the back on. There's 2 here that I'm guessing holds a microphone on here to capture the sense the air pressure waves. Doesn't seem like there'd be enough to get through there so this to sense it, but those are tiny little holes. But let's see what we got here. Take it apart. Did I start up or did I'll start down? Old school. So 1 screw, 2 screw, 3. Ooh, that one's tight. 4. What are we going to find inside? So let me pull this down, and hopefully nothing falls out at me. Here we go. Yep, I got some. Well, those are in the wrong place. Christmas lights. Old school Christmas lights. I think the glue's gone bad because those are not stuck down to the right place anymore. Nope, that one's not it. That one's not stuck either. That one is. That one is. Okay, the inside has some like little tiny Fresnel lenses. I think those are what those are called. Like you used to get over overheads, little small ones that diffuse the light. This is just a plastic film over a plexiglass plastic exterior, and it's crumbling in my hands. Plus some cobwebs. Letter B on the bottom of it for some reason. Guess that means bottom. Is there a T on that one? Yep, T. T for top. So orients this way. Gotta be careful with this. It's already trying to crack on me. That didn't sound good. That corner looks okay. That corner looks okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, that corner looks okay. Oh, that corner's cracked up here, though. Yeah, that corner's got a crack on it. I'll have to fix that. And so does that. So the top has two corner cracks. Hopefully I didn't lose any. Speaking of, hopefully I didn't lose any plastic. That's a little bit of plastic, so let's put that there for later when I clean all this. Okay, in terms of the electronics, plug it in again, making sure I'm not being silly here. Here's the little switch. Again, it's just a little rocker switch. You push it on this side and it points out over here, and that's not very exciting. It's got some issues. Those are actually a bit on. That one's definitely on. Those are off. But yeah, it does respond to sound. So that's good. That's just loose. Okay, hang on. Maybe rattling around it got it loose. It was loose. Oh, that helped. Yeah, that was loose too. Well, cool. I don't have to source any old style Christmas lights. So yeah, it's just an old style Christmas light, incandescent. I'm shocked they're still working, especially these two that were rattling around. And I guess that one. Maybe I just lucked into glue. Reglue those and clean this up, and I'll be there. Oh yeah, and the switch is still kind of iffy. Hopefully, it just needs a good clean. It looks like one of those switches that you clamp on through the cord here, and it just makes a stab into it. I think they're illegal now, if I remember correctly. You can't get those anymore where they stab into the wire like that because you never know if you stabbed them in right or something. Used to see like these kind of things on old lamps all the time, and yeah, they definitely don't do that anymore. Well, this is an old lamp, just one that dances to music. I'm guessing the microphone. Those are just unglued. Well, there used to be something there. Oh wait, you were glued there somehow? Yeah, that's the glue for this guy, and you were down here. Yeah, so I gotta glue you in there somehow and unplug you. Lay you down there. Let's again. The other side should be. Yeah, that's where the microphone should be. So that's going to be a glue. I'm going to take. Did I take those out? Yeah, I'll take those out. Let's see. It was red, orange, blue, green, red. It's red's wings. Something else over there. It's like a little. That is not Roy G. Biv. That's going to bug me. Or Vibgayor. Oh well. So reds on the wings. Definitely going to have to glue those. Orange, blue, green. This does not strike me as one that worries about frequencies. Again, a lot of these, it was red would be the lower frequencies, I think, and the blues were the higher frequencies. But this just looks like, I think, just looking at the board here, it looks like this one is always on, just to tell you it's on. And these danced, well, that one danced too, but it danced, but it's just always on. So I have a feeling this one's on and can dance, blink. And these all are just in series. No, because if those were off, they were in series, then it would have been all off. So those are in parallel, so they do some sort of bouncing. Anyway, these things. There's two screws on two screws on the back here. I wonder if I have enough grip strength to hold the screw and yes, I do. It's only finger tight. So what is going on here? No screwdriver required. Okay, wire power comes in here, goes in this side. Stuff happens, stuff comes out over here. This is just to protect the electronics. Let's make a prediction. What's in here? 1970s. Either a small circuit board or point-to-point wiring of components in the box. A microphone? I don't know. Let's find out. One. Oh, that was disappointing. Two. Okay, there's a circuit board. Three. Oh, that's going to break if I do it too much. I am unplugged. Yes, yes. Got an unpolarized plug over there. I don't want to be grabbing stuff with it. Being plugged in. Okay. And then, wait. The wire over here on this side. What's going on over there? Oh, okay. I'm guessing this is that's a microphone. I guess, wait, that's like a little speaker. which is just like, it's just a little diaphragm that bounces so that that picks up the air vibrations. There's some pieces here. Oh, that's just to hold the long screws in place around the box. Okay, so one board and one microphone. Oh, and a thing. It's just cardboard. I guess just sits over that. Okay. Caution: to avoid possible electric shock, do not remove this cover or disassemble this instrument. There are no user serviceable components inside. Well, I should just give up now then. Refer servicing to qualified service personnel. I am not, but I'm going to try anyway. Yeah, that's just insulation. That's a nice little box to hold that. So I got to remember you go on the outside underneath and not to stress those connections too much. And then the electronics part. Now that poor transistor. See if I can make sense of this. Okay, power comes in from the wall, goes in here, and what do we got? What do we got there? Bunch of diodes. So this is going to turn AC. MS. This is going to turn AC into DC. Yeah, that's going to be, what is it? The bridge rectifier. Okay. Capacitor. Keep everybody alive. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 transistors plus this big guy. Guessing that's my power regulating transistor. Don't know. A very interesting mix of resistors. Got some carbon old schools, some reddish ones, some newer looking ones, some ceramic capacitors. Let's see, we got a 47 16 watt volts, whatever those are. A unknown says type EC. It is polarized. It's 10 microfarads, 15 volts. Looks like it says Illinois. Interesting. Gold guys here. 47 microfarads, 35 volts. Also polarized. A little transformer. Transistors. Can I get a number on any of these? 3904. 2N3904. I have a feeling these are all going to be 2N3904. 2N3904. Hey, 2N3904. Okay. So there's not too much to this circuit. Oh yeah, and this guy, it's a, I don't know what that is. S1068IH3176. Again, one of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of people. Those capacitors look fine. These gold ones are glued. That one's not. I'm sitting here looking at this guy thinking its heatsink is bent for who knows what reason. That looks very purposeful, though. Maybe it's bent away from the power cords here to keep it from, like, getting scary. Or bent to just so it fits in the box. Let's look up some transistor information. 2N3904. So I actually have some of those, but it was working again, so I don't have to replace those. But in case I did, I have some. This thing is a silicon-controlled rectifier. Looking up information on it, there's some equivalents out there sold at Mauser and DigiKey and Jamico and all those wonderful places. It's to amplify electrical signals. Silicon-controlled rectifiers, mainly used for electric signal amplification. I'm guessing that's what's going on here when the diaphragm here gets pushed in and out by music beat and air pressure waves that sound makes. Those signals go in, they get amplified, do the lights, and so they dance. But again, this seems to be working. I ain't going to change anything if it's working. And the capacitors look okay, very clean. I think that was bent just so it would fit in the box. So I think it's just going to be a cleanup job. and re-glue and clean on this and probably re-glue some things like that corner and decobweb and maybe do a little painting on the sides. If I had to guess, this spent some time in a bar because it kind of smells like old beer and cigarettes a little bit. Okay, the teardown is done. Let's put it back together. See, this was this way, right? Yeah, because I opened it that way and the screw holes go there. You have to go back in there. Interesting little combination of things here. And then you have to go back down this way. So first we open you back up. I want to break you. And then you were there. You were out this corner. You were out that corner. You were out this corner. And you were over on this corner and stuffed under here. Little knockout for you. And then you, yeah, like that. You went on that. Just have to make sure you're centered on the holes. There's this little standoff, and this little standoff, and the long screws. These guys. There's that hole there, which has to line up with another hole underneath, which is somewhere right there. And then you have to go on that, or to get all this in there. There you are. Then you, there, on that. It's going to be fidgety. Yeah, then you were down here. I got to do that on this side. So there's another hole. Now you guys go here, and then I need to somehow get you down on the. You come out there. You come out there. Now it was cinch you down, there and there. Then it was this one, right? Yeah, and that one. Easier said than done. And then you. Fold the box. Here we go. Fold the box. Fold the box. Fold the box. One little screw there. Okay. Success. You're lined up. You're out this side through that notch. You're out through this notch. You're out through this notch. Now that you're back together, and I didn't see anything really wonky in it. It was red. It was red. Green. I had to drop it on the floor. If it had broken, I'd have been really upset. It was yellow, orange, I guess, blue. I couldn't find anything on the internet tell me where these bulbs should go or any sort of schematics or anything. All I saw was a few eBay listings for things that looked similar. Plug it in, see if it works. Okay. That's a delayed turn on. That's interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Seems to take a second to get going. Yeah, I think that was just on. It does dance to the light, and these just respond because all that's happening is that diaphragm goes back and forth. If you can get it to rumble a little bit, it just flashes the lights. And that switch is still iffy. Yeah, we're going to have to investigate the switch, I think. Yeah, the switch definitely does not want to work very well. Let's just take it apart. Yeah, and I bet it's one of those little snap-through cord things. Yeah, that's interesting. It is one of those little stab-through things. There you go. You can kind of see the little teeth. Creates a circuit. Wait, no, that makes sense. It should just connect this side to this side, and that's why that's broken. You cut the cord so that there's a break there, and then this is supposed to stab into both sides. So this is just a bridge from this side to this side. You can kind of see why these are not the greatest idea, because what if the pinch actually got through there a little bit or there a little bit? That would not be fun. So maybe there's just a dirty connection in here. I mean, it is rusty and stained. Let's investigate further. Okay, so there's my little rocker. Oh no, the spring. Where'd the spring go? I gotta find the spring. There's a little spring in there that holds that little ball bearing in place. And it just shot out. I don't want to do that again. Here's the spring. Got another old spring that I gave up looking for a long time ago. But it was completely food-barred anyway. Here it is. Here's a little spring that sits underneath that little ball bearing. I gotta get it back under there. And it really is just a case of this is really corroded and dirty, I think, pretty much. We'll find out. I gotta get this back together now. That only took me 20 minutes, crawling around on my hands and knees. But I had help. My dog helped. Daisy, you look bored. Keep an eye out. We got packages that might be coming. Gotta go get that UPS guy. I guarantee I'm going to shoot this thing off again. So here's my little switch and all its pieces and parts. So spring under there. First, let's just see if I can get that thing in there. The answer is yes. It's just going to be a pain. Stay there. Don't fire off. There we go. And then again, here was my rocker. Okay, it turns out I should put the spring in after I put this in. So you have to go in first. And then you. And then you. It's going to be harder than it was the first time. That's the thing. Don't fire off. Don't fire. Okay. So yeah, there's the spring, which I'm going to hold down now. So you don't fire off. And then you switch back and forth. So if I clean that and reattach it, maybe we'll be okay. We shall find out. Okay, let's take you back out. Take you back out so you don't flingo. Do some cleaning. My favorite thing. Contact cleaner. Where are you hiding? It's really dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Okay, let's put you guys out of the way so I don't blow you out of the way with my spray cleaner. And we'll break out a small brush. Well, that was not graceful. I have something there. What's going on there? Oh, that's my little contact. Okay. Gotta make sure you... Oh, wow, you were dirty. The little... There's two little nubs here, contacts, and they were black. Now they're not. So that's why I wasn't making good contact. It had to get through whatever crud was on it. Electricians out there probably going, don't replace it with this, rewire the whole thing. I'm going to keep it original. I'll put it on a power strip. Use that as the switch. Yeah, that made a heck of a difference there. You can see those two little gold nubs now. They were black before. Okay, let's put it back together now, if I can. And again, let's hope those make a good connection. Well, that was a heck of a lot easier than what I was trying before. There we go. Please, no flingos, no flingo. When it's there, it switches it on. So it presses that against the side there. And when it's the other way, it switches it away. So off, on. And we have to put you back on. A little switch. And that little tab back down. And this little tab back down without breaking it. Not supposed to be like bent and rebent and bent and rebent. But I got to put you back in here. This way. Just trying to undo some of the rust. That's pretty good. That's better. Thankfully, there's two posts there to tell me where to go. Now you go here, because you're that shape, and you go here. Okay, now we try the switch again. Will it work better? Yes. That is much better. So that's obviously, it's on. And it takes a minute. I'm guessing it's charging up the capacitors. Yeah. It starts to go. Nice. Now let's figure out what we're going to do with the box it goes in. I think it may be glued, or at least it used to be somewhere. Okay, well, there you go. Really, I just want to clean you. Oh yeah, there was a lot of glue down there. So we got to get fancy. Got to do a little cutting. You're old glue, but you're glue. It looks like somebody may have attempted fixing this in the past. Or it was just put together this way. I don't know. Yeah, you don't want to come out there, do you? Well, ain't that fine and dandy. Yay! Success. So I can wash this, clean it up, get the dust off of it. Clean this, get the dust off of it. I have a crack right here, which you can't see at all. This optics or thing. Yep, got a crack right there, but I got the piece for it, so I can glue that back on. And then I could just clean up the pieces and parts. And same thing with this. Paint them up, clean it up, put it back all together. Cleaning time. been painted. Woo! Now I just need to untape it and put it back together. Let's see how the painting turned out. And we can start even putting it back together. Use this at the bottom. This is try number 2. It was missing green. No green. Taco Paco 1, Taco Paco 2. Turn it on, see green flash. Yay, green is there. Say something profound and play. Yay, it works. That open a disco. Woohoo! See you next time.